Welcome back to 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim's spoiler commentary playthrough and analysis series. I am Hemborger Chariot, the biggest fan of this game on the planet, and I am here with the worst fan of this game on the planet, Mirth Mauser.
I love this game. What are you talking about?
You hate the ending.
There's a difference between disappointed and hate. Hatred is what I think of Royal's true ending.
Lol.
Mild disappointment is what I think of this game's ending. But darn it, who cares about that? I still love it.
Let's just jump right into Megumi because I don't want to do any more of her fucking route.
Alright, what's my girl up to this time?
Dinner prep 3, yep, more fucking things. The contract.
I'm home.
Ooh, I think this is where it's gonna get good.
It got good last chapter, this is where it's gonna get bad.
No.
What is it? You're making a weird face.
Huh? Well, because of what happened on the roof today.
The roof? What are you talking about?
Music.
This is a good track that I think is only used in Megumi's route.
Yeah, a lot of the characters have kind of tracks that only show up in their route because they're only associated with certain characters or certain moments. This track is specifically associated with Fluffy, so of course it only shows up in Megumi's route.
Could you do me a massive favor at some point and go through the soundtrack and like separate all of the character exclusive themes and stuff, or like where themes are used?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I would genuinely love that and find that super helpful, considering how much I struggle to remember where the music is used in this game.
Fluffy. He really did alter his memories.
Oof, unsettling.
It's nothing. I'll start making dinner.
Oh, you don't have to. I'll just make instant noodles or something later.
You can't eat that for dinner. It won't take long. So hang on just a bit. Okay?
I really just wanted some ramen.
Yeah.
Now to the ongoing story of the American helicopter crash.
You sound like you have something you want to get out.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say what I was saying before, like, you can't keep pushing, girl.
But she can though. She's gonna find a fucking way.
During a routine flyby, a U.S. military helicopter clipped Sakura High School at low altitude.
I like that even before we've established what universal control is, we're getting hints towards its existence. Because Fluffy's powerful, but that powerful that he can change the news? That seems a bit much for one person. Like, we're getting these gears turning in our heads. Like, we might think Fluffy is capable of doing this, but we might also think this is a bit too much for one person. Is there something else going on here?
What I would think watching this is that, wow, this is all really being covered up, because it is believable that the news and government would cover up something that would cause mass hysteria. So, I can believe that the news isn't reporting, yes, a giant robot mech hit a high school, and instead reports on something like this.
Yeah, still though, it makes us think, it gets our gears turning, and it sets up later revelations about the nature of universal control.
And crash landed into Ayame Park.
A U.S. military helicopter? That was definitely a Sentinel. Did Fluffy do this too?
What a nice evening.
There he is.
Fortunately, there were no injuries reported in the aftermath of the U.S. military helicopter crash.
First gas explosions, now helicopter crashes. Human cities really are the worst.
I love how he says this like he isn't also human.
Change the channel for me, will you? The buttons are too small for my cat paws.
He doesn't want to watch the news. It's boring.
Oh, yes, that's the one.
His tail flicks when he says that. That's so cute.
It's adorable.
Hey, go back. Ugh, boring. Keep going. Oh, yes, that's the one.
I
Yeah,
love
his
Fluffy.
His tail does flick with it.
I'm watching TV. Kindly go away.
Kindly go away.
He's such a jerk. I love him.
Juro's memories of what happened on the roof. You really did erase them.
You gave me no choice.
But if you can do it so easily, what's to say you won't do the same to me?
Well, nothing really.
So it's possible that you won't restore his memories, and are just using me for your own personal gain.
If I was a bad guy, sure.
I like how, with the information we know now, and especially from her perspective, that's a very plausible possibility.
Yeah. Fluffy, at least from our perspective, is not a good guy.
Especially since he goes out of her way to not tell her the truth and mock her with a bunch of these childish explanations. Like, he's a witch, use this magical gun, you idiot. It's like, we'll seal his power, he's cursed. Like, he's mocking her with these very obviously untrue stuff. And she doesn't, it's not that exactly that she doesn't think to question it, it's just that she's so focused on restoring Juro Izumi that she's like, I'll do what I have to do to get it back. Even if I have to do all this nonsense and I have to go along with what you say.
There was no US helicopter crash. It was different from the one Juro was piloting, but it was a Sentinel. Altering the news is part of your powers too?
You think cats are some kind of little furry gods?
I mean, cats think that.
You're no cat.
Well, duh. It'd be pretty crazy if there was a talking cat wandering around. Wait a minute. What if you're the crazy one? Maybe I'm just a figment of your imagination. Maybe there's no such thing as magic.
He loves to mock her.
And I'm so happy for it. Like, Megumi's route, I'm basically consistently on Fluffy's side. He's too fun.
Which I feel is partly intentional, because so much of the route is built out to call out her naivete.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Clark's 3 laws, huh? Well, guess there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'm a cat-like robot from the future.
The way he delivers that line.
I'm a cat-like robot from the future.
Fluffy is fucking perfect.
And
Like-
that's why we play games in dub. You don't get those kind of reads in Japanese, and if you do, some of their charm is lost on you.
Like, I love this voice cast, and I think everyone is giving the performance of their careers, but in a cast of 10s, Fluffy's an 11.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite. Fluffy's my favorite role that Ben Diskin does in this whole game.
And he does a fucking few of them. Can you imagine if Ben Diskin did Erika Iber as well?
Oh, that'd be hilarious! Well, if I ever meet him, I will ask him how he would voice her.
God, I need someone to do that. I need someone to just... Yeah.
I even gave you a secret gadget. Oh yeah, the time machine's inside your desk drawer. Wanna check out my 4-dimensional pocket?
I'm pretty sure
Quit
this
messing with
is... I'm pretty sure these are joke references to Doraemon, which is a ridiculously popular kids show in Japan, with a talking cat robot thing that has those things. Because, you know, 13 Sentinels, if it's gonna do one thing, it's gonna reference fiction.
It's
Yeah.
a love letter to sci-fi.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is Doraemon that they're referencing here. I've
They
not
reference
watched much of it.
everything when they can. Like, you know, Terminator, Star Wars, everything.
I'm a cat-like robot from the future. I even gave you a secret gadget. Oh yeah, the time machine's inside your desk drawer. Wanna check out my 4-dimensional pocket?
Quit messing with me. The Deimos code. By sealing those that hold power, we'll be able to defeat the kaiju. That's what you said, right?
I said that you all wouldn't have to die.
Tell me what you're really trying to do. Otherwise, I won't help you anymore.
That's going against our contract. Fine, I'll make an exception this time. Even if you seal the witches, the kaiju will still come.
Then what are we sealing them for?
This is a game. A game of survival. I've simply been readying the playing field.
God, I fucking love so much of the foreshadowing around Fluffy specifically.
This is a
Yeah.
game.
This is one of my favorite lines in the game. This is perfect, because later on in the game, it's revealed, yes, this is literally a video game that they are inside, and it's so good. That's probably my favorite plot reveal in the entire game, unless you want to count, like, if I could choose to be born in any era of history, I would be born around then. I don't know if I can count that as an actual reveal, so for plot reveals, the fact that this is a fucking video game simulation and meta chips are real and that's what 426 has been working on activating this whole time is easily my favorite twist in this game. I got so fucking excited when I got that the first time. It was so good.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's like how much you can really read into what Fluffy's saying on a second playthrough. Like, I think this holds up even better on a replay.
Oh yeah, Fluffy is incredible. It's always Megumi that's the problem in this route, in my opinion.
She's fun. She's supposed to be a problem. That's how she's written.
And now the witches will join in the fight. They'll have no choice but to take their sentinels into battle.
Then, what I've been shooting them with is...
A magic that forces them onto the battlefield.
No.
Anything can be resolved with a magical spell. A happy ending for everyone. You know that's not the way it works. Your world's future is on the line. You need to fight to win it. I'm just here to watch it happen.
Yep,
You're talking to me way too much today. What does it matter to you who I am anyways? Your only concern is for Juro, right? I've been looking for memories in that busted brain of his. It's like trying to sift through mud, and it's all for you. But if you want to break our contract, then I'll stop right now. It won't be hard to find someone more capable than you.
Lamau.
An honest girl who actually wants her wish granted. Now, if you plan on upholding your end of the contract, then I need proof. I want you to shoot your friend.
Tomi. Oh my god. It's time for Tomi.
Tomi Kisaragi. She's a witch.
I can't do that!
Remember your contract. Remember it real good.
Tomi!
It's a moment like
Think
this
about
that
the
I wish
contract, then decide what you want to do.
that I
I'm
wish she
watching
interacted with
TV
Tomi
now.
more.
Quit bothering me.
Best cat.
He really is.
I'm watching TV now. Quit bothering me.
I love how he absolutely dominated that entire conversation and, and had all of her emotions and intentions basically wrapped around his paw. It's
God.
great. It's so good.
Fluffy is fucking perfect. Fluffy is maybe the best antagonist in this game. And the biggest competition is Kisashiba, who is the same character. So like... yeah, Fluffy's fucking great. I really love Fluffy as much as I dislike Megumi's route. Fluffy's so good.
When can we get plushes of Fluffy?
Juro? Why are you sleeping out here? You're gonna catch a cold.
Don't wake him up.
You again. But how?
I said, don't wake him up, idiot. I'm fixing him.
This prank is starting to get on my nerves. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Is someone trying to test me?
You really are a suspicious one, aren't you? Your cute girl charm is quickly wearing off. It's time to start accepting your reality. You really are a suspicious one, aren't you? Your cute girl charm is quickly wearing off. It's time to start accepting your reality.
Holy shit, is that intention? Okay, so if you listen very closely to these lines, you'll be able to hear that there's a sort of mechanical sound underlying his voice here. And this is when he's still adjusting to being inside Jiro. So could this be him still working out how to make his voice sound more natural because he's still new inside Jiro's head? That is attention to fucking detail if that's intentional.
Let me hear it again.
Wait,
I
shit.
didn't catch on. Yeah, I didn't catch it.
I said, don't wake him up, idiot. I'm fixing him. I'm fixing him. You really are a suspicious one, aren't you? You really are a suspicious one, aren't you? Your cute girl charm is quickly wearing off. Your cute girl charm is quickly wearing off. It's time to start accepting your reality. It's time to start accepting your reality.
You're hearing that too, right?
Yeah, it's certain words where it's more obvious, but yeah, I do hear it now that you pointed it out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's most obvious with the line, I'm fixing him. The way he says fixing is a huge giveaway.
I'm fixing him. I'm fixing him. I'm
Yes.
fixing him.
Oh fuck, I love this fucking game. How is this game so good? How does it manage to make so many tiny details? This is such a ridiculous level of attention to detail that they didn't need to do. They didn't need to add extra distortion to make him sound off, out of chronological order, when we probably have no fucking clue what the deal is anyway. Like, on a first playthrough, you're not going to appreciate that detail if you even notice it, because you're not going to understand why. You'll probably think, oh fuck, something went wrong in the recording studio. But knowing the full context of the game, and knowing that this is still when he's pretty damn fresh in Jiro's head, and still testing making himself sort of like a hologram for Megumi to hear, I think this is intentional. I think this is an actual intentional detail that they affected the line delivery and added filters to it to make it fit chronologically in a game this achronological that we're not going to understand unless we replay this scene on another playthrough.
And are really listening to it at that.
Yeah, it's a minor, subtle thing that you're not going to get on the first playthrough and might not even get on repeat ones, but they put in the attention to detail in this game. Fuck! I love this fucking game so much! Holy shit, this is why I pester everyone in my life to play it. It's the little things. Fuck, I don't think anyone's noticed this before.
I never noticed it before. I mean, I haven't replayed this scene, but even so, I might have missed it. Like, wow.
This is Oh my god.
Credits to the sound design, the audio sound engineers for this game. Like, wow, you did not need to add that, but wow.
This game is some of the most impressive sound design of all time. Because you've also got to keep in mind, this English dub was recorded in quarantine.
I'm not certain it was recorded in quarantine by the voice actors because of how clean everyone sounds, but it is very likely audio mixed and finished and, finished in quarantine. Because I've heard some of Atlus West's dub in quarantine. Like, I've heard the Strikers dub. The actors are doing well, but I can notice when they occasionally have mic problems because of the new recording standards. I hear none of that here. Now, that could be the audio engineering team going overtime to make it unnoticeable, but...
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's the audio engineers just sacrificing virgins. Because they sacrifice virgins for the rest of this game. Like, come on, how else do you describe...
I'm fixing him.
No other video game would care enough to put that much effort into a detail that almost no one is going to pick up on, and no one is going to appreciate if they even replay it.
I've got to look up to see if the voice actors recorded this in quarantine or not. I know for a fact it was finished during quarantine, but I need to check up. It's just because it's not consistent with what I know how they dub Strikers. Now, granted, Strikers did not sacrifice virgins on the audio engineering side, and I can tell it's not the actor's fault that some of the lines aren't audio mixed well, but this...
Because considering everyone is also giving the performance of their careers, I think it's both the actors and the engineers are just going so fucking ham on this game.
Dang. I gotta look into this more.
Truly, every aspect of this game just... God, they went so fucking hard on it. The presentation...
I should have asked Zach when I had the chance if he recorded this during quarantine. I've gotten 3 of the actors to sign my copy, and I haven't asked one of them this question.
But... talking cats don't exist.
That's right. And yet here I am.
Use your
Even
brain.
better, I know your wish.
There's another line where it's really obvious.
Even better, I know your wish.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Oh, sorry. I'm, like, genuinely freaking out and fangirling over this. This is... It's the little things that I just appreciate so much about this fucking game. I feel so rewarded for hyperfixating on this game as hard as I do. It's shit like this that makes this analysis series worth doing, because we get to really dig into the character arcs and the story and the themes and so many little details in the presentation, and just, oh, this fucking game is so unbelievably excellent. Video games aren't this good. Just ever.
They aren't.
Video games are never this good. How is this game real?
That's what I felt when I was going through it for the first time. It's just like, games are just, a lot of stories in general aren't written with this much awareness of the characters they're writing, the themes they're writing, the story they want to tell. And that's why I can be a little hard on this game sometimes, because darn it, you know better. Most stuff doesn't know better, and you do. You make an experience that is unlike anything else.
Yeah, I may critique this game at times, but I need it to be understood in the context of, I think this game is the closest to perfection that any piece of media has ever gotten to, and I don't know if it will ever get closer. This is genuinely, unbelievably incredible. Yes, I get annoying advertising this fucking game to people. It is worth it. Every single person that I have sold this game on has loved it. Not liked, loved this game.
Yeah, I think it is a game that is impossible to at least not love some of it. Like, it's hard not to believe this game not speaking, at least some part of it not speaking to someone. Like, even if, there might be a character they don't like. Yeah, there might be some parts of it that might drag for them, but, like, how is there not going to be a lot of this game that does not click with someone like nothing has before? Especially if you've consumed a lot of the media it references and it subverts. Like, arguably having a huge catalog of like sci-fi, mecha, fantasy, all that just enhances the experience, because this game knows all these tropes. It knows it's like the motions, and it goes out of its way to subvert things and set things up, and it's so good. It's so good.
I can't. I don't have the words. I feel like that one clip of that host being like, I don't know a better person. I don't know a better video game. I don't know a better piece of media. This is truly just transcendent. This is... I don't think we're ever going to get this close to perfection again. This is a piece of media that needs to be immortalized for centuries. This is truly just utterly phenomenal on every level, and I can't possibly praise it enough.
And yet, it lost Best Narrative to Last of Us 2.
Motherfucking Last of Us 2.
I'm never gonna be over it. I will never be over that.
You know what, the one game I could have understood winning over it, even if I wouldn't have agreed? Hades.
You know what, that's fair. That is very fair.
Mostly just because of how it revolutionizes the way that stories are told, in a way that actually can be replicated, unlike this, which is unfortunately very much a one-of-a-kind thing that can't really be done again. But God, it makes this piece of media just infinitely appealing.
Hasn't Juro said anything to you?
God, I can't help but hear that robotic distortion in his voice now that I've heard it.
Hasn't Juro said anything to you?
This is so perfect, what the fuck?
Something about his dreams, perhaps?
Now that you mention it, he did say he had a dream about getting in a robot.
Yes, I've been digging through his memories.
Will that make him remember everything?
Maybe, if they're still in there. I can find memories and put them back into an empty head. Pretty amazing, I know. Well, that's the end of your trial period. I gave you a preview of the benefits you'll get from me. Anything further requires a contract. Fine, I'll answer any questions you have.
Oh my God, I even with the incredible engineering and production job on his voice, it's also the delivery that just fucking sells it so hard.
Fine, I'll answer any questions you have.
How is Ben Diskin so perfect?
And then you have to decide.
I wish you went to
After
cons
you
more.
agree, there'll be no more questions. I expect you to carry out your duties with no complaints.
Well, that worked out well for you, huh?
Don't be shy. Ask me something. If you're not going to ask anything, then make your choice. Don't be shy. If you're not...
Yeah, I think that's all you can
I'm
do.
sorry, but having a contract with the cat is just too weird.
Whatever, your choice. Have a nice life with Juro.
No, wait!
Or no
Maybe
life.
I just need to think about it some more.
Ugh, women are so indecisive.
Y'all same. Same.
What exactly are you?
A magic cat, obviously.
You said you came from a world that was destroyed?
That's right. My world was destroyed by Deimos.
Deimos. You mean the kaiju, right?
You heard that from Juro Izumi, didn't you? The curse that summons them. That's the Deimos code. And all the witches in this world are affected by it.
Yep.
Deimos Code. You mentioned that before. You said it was a relic of an ancient civilization?
A terribly old relic. From a magical civilization that existed millions of years ago.
This is a line that, on my second playthrough, the one before this, I was grinning like a fucking idiot. Because, oh my god, this line is so good. From a magical civilization that existed millions of years ago. This is not a lie.
It's not.
The civilization did exist millions of years ago. There was an ancient civilization 20 million years ago that invented all of this shit. And that civilization was humanity. 2188 from the distant future is actually the distant past of 20 million years ago. Just, God, that... So many of the best plot twists in this game are around Fluffy/Cutashiba. With this and with the reveal that it really is a fucking video game and that meta chips are actually, like, real and a thing. Like, oh my fucking god, this game.
Yeah, this technically is my favorite reveal of the game, but it's not how it's portrayed here. I'll go into it more when it actually happens, but yeah, it is because it is very much related to this. Like, it goes hand in hand with this.
But if it's
when
from
he goes
that
into
long
it later.
ago. But if it's from that long ago.
From a magical civilization that existed millions of years ago. A terribly old relic. And all the witches in this world are affected by it.
He's still being affected
Ooh,
by the...
by it! The way he says "buy it," it's really obvious there.
Humans would have still been apes.
It's pretty crazy, right?
Can you tell me more about the witches?
They are those born with the power of magic. Piloting Sentinels, using gates. It's only a fraction of their power.
And Juro is one of them?
That's right. He's a witch too.
Let's say I do agree to this contract. How do I know you'll hold up your end of the deal?
Well, aren't you rude? Cats are free spirits, but they are not con artists. A cat who betrays his word is nothing more than an animal. If you don't trust me, then say so. You're only wasting time.
What will I have to do to fulfill my end of the contract? At least a general idea.
Your job isn't hard. First, I will give you one of my magical tools. You will use that to seal the witches.
Seal them? What happens after that?
The Deimos Code will call the Kaiju. If you seal the witches that have access to it, you will be able to live longer than you are fated.
That is
Don't
true.
be shy. Ask me something.
Everything he says is true. It's just coded in a lot of layers of stuff you have to peel back. Darn it, Umineko is written the same way, isn't it?
Yes. Oh god, yes, you have no fucking clue. Oh, Umineko is wild once you have context. It's literally, a lot of the episodes are like completely different fucking stories. It's not even like this where you understand so much of what was already there. It's like, genuinely you're reading a different story in Umineko.
Jeez, that wild, huh?
The Deimos Code will call the Kaiju. If you seal the witches that have access to it, you will be able to live longer than you are fated.
Also, I'd like to bring up that this is an intentional misdirection, even for players who know more, because this is the same plan that 426 had one loop ago. Seal the Deimos Code, find the kid that has the Deimos Code that's calling the Kaiju, and get rid of them. Then he found out everyone has the Deimos Code in them. He would have to get rid of all of them. Which is why that's not what he's doing this time. This time, he's actually lying. He's activating the metachip system and activating the ability to pilot Sentinels and shit. But he's still calling it the old plan, which is a really interesting piece of misdirection that I just wanted to bring attention to.
I suppose so. The way I'm reading it, it's just the Deimos code will call the kaiju. That is true. They all have the Deimos code. If you seal the witches that have access to it, if you basically inject the metachip system into all those compatible, which is all the 15, they all have the Deimos code, you will be able to live longer than you are fated. They will be able to fight back against the kaijus because they all have the metachip system in them. Everything he says is technically true. He's just being very selectively vague about it.
Nah, seal the witches is an outright lie, because he literally did attempt to seal them one loop ago.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's why I'm bringing it up. Like, yes, it could just be classic misdirection, like Fluffy always does, but I wanted to bring this one up specifically, because it's more than that. It's also like an extra hint towards what his original plan was one loop ago.
I suppose so. It's just because I am used to taking his language of, seal the witch's power with this magical gun, which just means shoot the metachip system into them. Like, it's contradictory misdirection, if anything. Just why you're not really sealing any power, you're giving power to them. So it is coded in a lie, but that's what he means by it when he says seal the witch. He means shoot them with the metachip code.
I just think this gives us a little extra insight into why he chose that specific terminology.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Because this is also the first time he's using this language. If you seal the witches that have access to it, you'll be able to live longer. If you seal them. One loop ago, he thought that if he sealed the kids with the Deimos code, the kaiju wouldn't come. But the kaiju came anyway.
Yep.
So we're getting a little bit of like backstory and insight there that, again, most people aren't going to appreciate because most people don't play this game more than once, and most people don't care anywhere near as much as I do about diving into all of this detail. This is why I do this. I think this game really deserves a look this deep.
It does, it really does.
If you're not going to ask anything, then make your choice.
You can fix Juro, right?
Sifting through someone's head is what I'm best at.
Well, there's a lot of ways to interpret that.
Okay. I will accept your contract.
Then it's settled. Now, this should go without saying, but this agreement between us, if anyone finds out, the contract will be broken, and you'll never see me again.
What's your real name?
Call me whatever you want.
Well, I don't know then.
You called me something when you saw me at school. What was it?
Oh, Fluffy.
Oh god, we've still got so much.
Oh, this is a
Now,
long
how
one.
lame. Not very original, are you? Lots of things are fluffy. Well, whatever.
This is how I think my cat reacted to me calling him Fluffy.
He could not understand the reality.
I guess that's fine.
I just love the self-awareness, like, Fluffy, really? Okay, whatever.
He looked at me again. Are you hungry, little guy? So cute! Look at his fluff. He looks so soft. Oh, you're right. Oh, he looked at me again.
Okay, we've seen them.
Are you hungry, little guy? Well, so look at that. Acting all high and mighty last night. I bet he just likes the attention.
He does, but
you're right.
even still. That's not him.
Oh. Megumi. I feel like we haven't talked in forever.
You haven't.
Yeah. Good
Me
morning,
too.
Asami-chan. Morning. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.
Okay,
You
Tomi
don't
and
wanna
Megumi.
go with your friends?
You're my friend too. Or did you forget that?
She forgot.
Yeah, Megumi forgot.
Well,
Come on!
Anyways,
They're best friends, even.
I noticed something the other day. It was how unusually quiet your room was. So you can understand my surprise when I saw that all your things were gone.
Right. I'm sorry for not saying anything.
It's okay.
She
Just kind of feels like a waste.
She
Not
didn't
taking
even
advantage
tell-
of the apartment Shikishima got for us.
She didn't even tell her best friend that she was moving out because she's just so laser focused on Juro and getting him back into her life that all of her other relationships just fall by the wayside. Even the friend she's known long before Juro.
Yeah, it would have been nice if we got to see maybe, like more of this early stage of Megumi's development. It would have been
Yeah.
nice if we got to see how much Megumi valued these friends before and see the slow approach of the obsession with Jiro and how she just reclines from everyone in her life.
Because that is a real thing that happens. You can become so obsessed and laser focused on someone or something that a lot of your other relationships in your life just go by the wayside. And you don't even notice that they do. They just do. And you leave people wondering, like, what happened? And you don't even note, it's like, and it's not even a thought to you because you're just so laser focused on your obsession. And this feels self-aware. It feels like the game very much knows what toxic and obsessive love is. And what it does.
Then again, they are Showa-era buildings. So I guess they're not that great. So, where are you living now?
Oh, at Juro Kurabe's house.
Hold up, you're living with him? Seriously? You have Morimura's permission for that, right?
Lol, no.
Barely.
Probably.
She's got Tamao Karabe's permission. Specifically the permission of the Tamao AI.
You've changed, Megumi.
You think so?
You've been way more proactive since you came here. Which is a good thing and all. It's just... well,
Yeah.
you know, he's not...
Yeah.
I
You
know
gotta
that.
tell her.
But I don't care. Since
And
the
that's
day
the
Juro
problem.
showed up, no matter how much the world might change, I decided that I would always be by his side. Oh,
Sheesh, Megumi. But I get it. I'll help any way I can. We're friends, you know? You can talk to me about anything.
If only she got that.
If only she did.
Oh,
Or
right.
even didn't, and we saw on screen that she didn't. Like, that would also go a long way.
thank you.
Come on. We're gonna be late.
Like, notice a thing that even though they've arguably spent these last couple months, just a few months drifting apart, for Tomi, she's picking up basically right where their relationship left off. But Megumi is just so laser focused on, you know, getting Juro back, living with Juro, doing everything she needs to get Juro Izumi, the boy she so desperately loves, back in her life, that, like, oh. And she doesn't even know what to say or what to start when it comes to
Tomi.
Tomi trying to pick up their relationship. Because she
I don't deserve your friendship.
Yeah, she fundamentally doesn't feel like the same person she was when she was friends with Tomi.
I hope one day you can forgive me. It's time. I have to shoot Tomi. Okay, then.
Usami-chan, wait!
What now?
I changed my mind on the melon pan. Make it a chocolate cornet instead.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
So Yori wanted... egg pan? No, it was an egg sandwich and strawberry milk. And for
Ew,
me,
strawberry milk.
Yakisoba pan and melon pan. No, wait, not melon pan. She wanted a cornet. So counting mine, I need 2 cornets? I also wanted a tuna sandwich. Oh, with milk and a tea to drink.
Now we're talking milk
You
tea.
sure you want to wait here? If you don't hurry, they're gonna run out. I'm tired of the chaos buying a piece of bread brings. From today on, I'll only have nice, relaxing bentos from Mom.
That's Shido, right?
Yes, that is. You recognize him now.
From today on, I'll only have nice, relaxing bentos from Mom.
Yep, that's him.
Oh,
Wish I could recognize.
What's the name of his voice actor?
I will look it up.
Because he voices a character in Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. The worst character in that game. By a landslide. Like, one of the most hateable characters I've come across.
Oh yeah, I can't remember you talking about that before.
This is a character so awful that they managed to make a child abuse victim unsympathetic.
Keith Silverstein. Got it. I knew
Keith
it was Silverstein.
Silverstein. Okay. He is a good voice actor. He makes Eric really fucking hateable. Like, again, this is a child abuse victim that is unsympathetic. To me, of all people. So, yeah, that should give you an idea on how shitty of a person he is. That's how I recognize him, not even as Shido anymore.
Like, I've heard him play a bunch of characters that I like so much more than Shido, and yet I always think, oh yeah, that's the voice of Shido. I'm like, darn it, why can't I replace his voice in my head with better characters?
And of course, Nenji's gonna notice what we do.
Kisaragi.
Oh, good timing. Hold this.
Hey.
Alright, one more time.
Hey, wait! I need to buy something too.
Fine. What do you want?
Oh, Anpan.
I thought you didn't like sweets.
Huh? I like sweets.
Well, whatever. I'll get yours too.
Aww. They're cute!
Best canon couple, easily.
They're one of my favorites. They're so cute!
Keep holding that.
I had watched... I got to this point after I had started Tomi's, so I was able to appreciate the relationship a bit here.
Tomi. You trying to buy bread too, Megumi? Yeah. Want me to get something for you too? Oh, no. I'm still looking. If you don't decide soon, there's gonna be nothing left. Okay. Out of the way, you nerds!
Cassandra Lee Morris is so innately likable.
She is, like... She's so good at Tomi that I forget she voices Tomi, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. God.
Her voice is so recognizable in everything she plays. I can't not instantly know, like, yep, that's Cassandra, that's Cassandra. Yet with Tomi, it's just as recognizable as ever. But I can forget it's Cassandra because she's just so good at playing Tomi.
Also, I really love how he's just standing here with a fucking expression.
Like, ah, great.
Hey, that one's mine! Tomi, please forgive me.
Tomi, what happened? Are you okay?
Aww.
Tomi, what happened? Are you okay?
Or Nenji. Like, that voice delivery.
Yeah.
Just hang on. Don't push yourself.
No, Anpan.
Aww, she's leaning on him.
Anpan.
Do you need me to take you to the nurse's office?
Huh? The cafeteria? Why are you here? Oh, right. Rock, paper, scissors. What else did I need to buy?
The rock, paper, scissors is like implies that they were trying to decide, alright, who's gonna go into the line to get what we want? Well, rock, paper, scissors it.
I really love this scene. It's so... you feel so fucking bad for them. And Nenji knows.
That girl.
Yep. He's pretty good at telling when something's up, even if he doesn't know what's up. He knows danger when he feels it.
Another gorgeous lighting shot.
Oh man, the lighting!
Hey, you.
Oh no.
Hang on a sec.
Or not.
Nope. Can't get away.
I said wait up. I said wait up. I said wait up. I saw you. You did something to Kisaragi in the cafeteria, didn't you?
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, her voice is immediately giving her away.
Yeah.
Hang on. Don't play dumb. And this isn't just about Kisaragi. I can't remember it exactly, but you were the one who helped me before. I think. Is that right?
Please stop. If you don't leave me alone, I'll call for help.
I guess that answers that. It was her.
To be continued.
Oh, that is a good cliffhanger.
It is.
That was such a good one. That was such a good one too. Like I know Megumi's not your favorite character, but like these roots are so good. They're so well paced. They've got a bunch of great character interaction. They've got good mystery hooks. They're immaculately well written on repeats.
Fluffy is incredible. That's one character.
Yeah. Fluffy, I will admit, Fluffy is the highlight. I'm fairly certain hers is gonna lock now.
But we've still got the analysis screens to dig through.
They did Megumi's update?
Nah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, which scenes are there? The contract, which is immediately before Renya Goto Witch. Okay.
Yeah, because Renya was the first one she shot.
Which means that all of this, I believe, takes place in one day. So we've got the contract, 149.
Well, no. Renya Goto had to take place the day afterwards, because the contract happened at night, and then the one with Renya is the next day.
Yeah, I'm saying up to the scene before Renya Goto.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
And then we've got these 5 scenes. So, the day she agreed, get to school, go to the thing. Yep, okay.
It's honestly a lot of scenes that are back to back. We don't usually get that.
And it's not too far before we get to these two with Ryoko. And then Ei Sekigahara. Yeah, because a lot of this is quite late now.
Yeah, because she yeah, she's setting up the metachip system, which finishes up basically right before the final battle. So.
There's a lot of very late game stuff that happens that Megumi happens to be relevant for.
Plus, it has to be late game because her entire route revolves around Fluffy, which can only happen after 426 is in Juro's brain.
So basically, it can only happen during the second half.
Yeah.
We get the contract. And then all of these 5. So yeah, even just in Megumi's story alone, we're like 2/3 of the way through her route.
I wonder what the game would be like to play it chronologically. I know it's basically impossible because even if you do watch all events in order, you're missing, you know, in between playable stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
literally, unless you recorded everything and then compiled it in order, it's basically impossible to watch it in chronological order.
if I hate myself enough, one day I might attempt to do it. Like,
Honestly,
and record it so other people can watch it. But I would need a lot of self-hatred to get stuck into a project like that. That would be a lot of effort.
I'm curious how it comes out because I'm not sure it would. The pacing of a lot of these scenes accommodates watching it in chronological order.
Yeah, there's a lot of flashback. Yeah, there's a lot of flashback. I don't know how well that'll work. And I know the 2188 stuff in particular is a bit of a pain.
Still, I'd be curious how it reads. Nenji! We finally got him!
Which means we've unlocked all 13 characters. This
Finally.
really was the 13 Sentinels.
I was gonna say that! You beat me to it! Unfortunately, he is not.
Fuck!
Oh, more?
Fuck! Oh, I don't want to do more.
This is not your day.
It really isn't. And, of course, being Megumi, this video was nearly an hour long. Fuck me.
And this was a long one, too.
We got one chapter that was amazing, and it had all my favourite characters in it, and it was only half an hour. And then we go back to Megumi being Megumi, and it's an hour. Yeah. Granted,
we did gush a lot.
We got really good fluffy gushing.
Yeah, that's what really stretched it out. We had to gush over Fluffy.
But just God, this. Oh,
I
this
guess
is not my day.
I guess I did a lot of Megumi's route later than I thought I did, because yeah, I remember this scene with Tomi specifically after I started Nenji's and Kisarage's route.
Yeah, I am going to. Do we have any final thoughts for this episode?
I think we said all we needed to say. I was gonna say we can start wrapping this one up.
God. There's too much Megumi.
Too much Megumi at once. If anything, I'm surprised we haven't locked out of hers. I will admit that.
We've done 4, so she's only got 3 left, because I think she's one with only 7 chapters.
Okay, in that case, I'm confident it will lock after the next one.
It's got to, right? Right?
For your sake, I'm pretty sure it will.
We'll find out next time on Puella Magi Madoka Magica with mechas. Or Puella Magi Madoka Mechaca.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and smash that notification bell so you get notified on every new upload. Leave a comment below and discuss the spoilers of this game in a safe environment where new players won't find them. And it also boosts the algorithm and mental health, so just, yeah, do it. It'll be fun, I promise. Thank you for watching. We're gonna catch you in the next one. This is Hamburger Chariot and Mirth Mouser signing out. See you, everybody.
We'll see you then.